I've been feeling like a motherfucking postman, sending letters to the people, all the sellers that I got, I'm like an old man.
Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Image here, and hope you guys are having yourself a fantastic day. Now, today's video is going to be something a little bit different. I mean, not really, just normal cut com, but the topic. Now, the topic is going to be about cars today, and I know some of you aren't that big into cars, or will have any idea what I'm actually talking about. I'll try to use pictures and explain things as best as I can. So for the people that don't know, I have a 2000 328i, which is a BMW, and it has a 2.8 inline 6 in it. So it's no like race car or anything. It's not fast. I mean it pulls, but it doesn't like, it's not like anywhere near like as fast as, you know, like anything else. And I have recently experienced drifting for the first time. And let me tell you what, that was really fun. And I'm not sure if I want to beat the shit out of my car, because I'm a person that cares what people think. And when you have a nice car, it kind of shows respect for yourself, because you like to take care of things. And like, I don't know, I just don't know how to explain it. For me, I'm a materialistic person, and if you don't know what that means like you like to have nice things, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, everybody likes to have nice things, but for me, it's different. Like, I don't know, I really feel like if I don't have nice things, people aren't gonna treat me the same way like other people will. And not by any means am I like stuck up, or do I like think the same way, as in like, oh, if that person doesn't have this, then I'm gonna treat them like shit. No, you know, I treat everybody the best as I can. I try to make everybody happy, you know. But for me, since for the low, you know, self-esteem that I have, for some reason, I don't know why, I always have to have nice things, otherwise I don't feel good about myself for some reason. It's a really bad habit, but it's not always bad. Like I said, it shows respect when you have nice things and when you treat things the right way. Now, what I'm talking about right now that's nothing really to do with cars, but it leads up to that, because so there are 3 different types of categories that I like in cars. Well, there's 1, there's track, 2, there's stance, and 3, there's drift. And like I said, drifting is fun. You know, I have a rear-wheel drive car. I could do that. I could make it into a drift car, but I'm not going to do that because it's a nice car. You know, it's clean. It hardly has any rust on it. It has like a tiny patch that I'm going to be taking off in the video. And to be honest with you, the reason why I bought the car was not because, oh, I have a BMW, I'm better than you. No. Okay, a lot of people think that for some reason because they're idiots, but the reason I have the car is because I plan to stance it. You know, I have plans for that. And I was most enthusiased, or was that even, I don't even know how to speak, I'm sorry, whatever, by BMWs, just because of the way they look. I think they look the best, like in the stance community. Like, they just look the nicest, they look the just cleanest. I don't know, I just think they look amazing. The body styles on them are great. At the same time, BMWs are amazing track cars, and I would like to track my car. At the same time, I would need a daily, and you know, the track version of my car would be gut it, wider tires, and mod the engine. And I feel like I wouldn't trust myself to work on my own engine, especially like if I was putting on a turbo or like putting in bigger pistons or something like that. To be honest with you, I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to that stuff. I would so have to just like do research and have someone teach me or do it for me, because I would not know how to do that. And now for the drift side of this, I love to do that. Like, I would love to get into drifting and have like a drift car like when I'm older and stuff, but I don't know. Right now, I don't think so. To be honest with you, I think right now, for a high school student that's in 11th grade, I think stance is probably the best thing, because one, for a drift car, most of the time they don't look too pretty. Like, if you're not like sponsored and just like a regular old drift car, oh my god, they gotta hit a 6 on or something. Jesus. The untrained eye to a car, a nice car, like say you have a track car that, you know, it doesn't have really that many mods, maybe just some blacked out rims and something like that, but it's heavily modified in the engine, like you have turbo and stuff like that. To the untrained eye, people just think it's just an ordinary car and some kid with black rims, you know what I mean? If you have a stance car that's lowered, nice rims, and a few other cosmetic details that you've done to it, people are gonna be like, oh wow, look at that, that's a nice car. That's what I want, you know? I want people to say that to me. Not only does it, like, it's a compliment towards me, but it's a compliment towards my car and work that I've done to it. And right now, the cheapest probably thing to do out of those 3 things is stance, considering, like, you know, I could get coils for my car for at least $400 at the most. And, you know, rims, they're not going to be, like, really cheap, but I could maybe find some cheaper ones. And tires and a few other things, like wheel spacers that I would need to completely stance it and make it look amazing and get the fitment right. Now, if I were to track it, I mean, that would take so much more money because stuff would break. I would have to get performance parts, which are really expensive, and it would just be a pain in the butt. Like, to be honest with you, take a lot of more money than just if I were to stance my car. Yeah, I might put exhaust on my car, but that's not really performance. That's just to make it sound better. And I love exhaust sounds, like especially for inline sixes. They just sound amazing, to be honest with you. I probably will get an air intake just because I don't know, if you have like a aftermarket air intake, it makes your car sound better. I don't know why. I'm sure some of you do, but I'm just an idiot. Like, I know things about cars, but I don't know like everything. I'm kind of just learning. I know more than most people, but I'm still learning. And drifting, you know, it's the same thing as track, kind of. I mean, if something breaks in the engine, you still have to fix it. But if something breaks on the outside of me, you don't really care. But anyways, guys, if you can, please let me know on your input down below. That'd be great. And like I said, if you guys don't really know what these things are, don't worry about it. If you're curious, look them up. I mean, cars are awesome. It's a great thing to get into. Like, the reason why I want to start doing this early is because it makes me happy. And, you know, if you're having a bad day, and, you know, sometimes Xbox can't always make you happy. If anything, it can make you less, because it can make you frustrated and angry. Like, just going for a drive, or, I guess, drifting for some people, or just driving around the track, or just looking at your car and being in it and driving around can always make me feel better. But anyways, guys, have a great rest of your day, and don't forget to eat your breakfast.